case, what I'll do is, and it doesn't matter if she has supination or equination, full or whatever, the range of the forearm doesn't matter. So if she only goes to neutral, I can keep it in neutral. If she has, it doesn't matter where it is, it's just a comfortable position, okay? So, if I want to increase distraction of the ulna, okay, what I'm going to do is support her hand and her forearm starting at 90. I'm only starting at 90 degrees because it's convenient to see, okay? So, and I'll stabilize my elbow on the table on the radial side. So there's one side, okay? Can you move to your right a little bit? If I keep her arm in a little bit of abduction, that's good. So I'm holding her wrist so she's not flopping down, okay? And I'm supporting her forearm on the radial side. I'm going to take the heel of my hand up against the ulnar side, okay? Take up the soft tissue slack and just glide the ulna towards her feet. The thing is that my forearm needs to be 90 degrees to the shaft of the ulna, okay? So I'm saying now that she has 90 degrees of flexion, and I'm going to work on the ulna to distract it away from the trochlea. And I can either sustain it, or I can do a little oscillation at the end. Okay? That will increase flexion or extension. Okay? If I want to take her into more flexion, I do the same thing, but now my angle has to be slightly upward. Okay? There. Now, there will come a point where I have no room to get my hand in, okay? So what I need to do then is create a lever, okay? So I'll put my metacarpal right there, relax, there you go. And I'm going to put my force on the ulna side, 90 degrees to the shaft of the ulna, and what I'm doing is I can put a towel wedge here, or I can put my hand there, but I'm pushing the distal ulna towards her upper arm, and that's pulling the proximal ulna out. Okay. I don't want to be doing it from the radial side, because I don't want the radius involved at all. Okay, right there. If I want to increase elbow extension, I take her to her end range of extension. Let's say this was her end range of extension. And I'll support on the radial side. Take my hand right over the ulna, take up the soft tissue slack, glide the ulna posteriorly. So I'm going that way. Okay. And as she gains more extension, I'm going to become more vertical. Okay. So that's ulna, humeroulnar distraction to increase both flexion and extension. The key is that it's not graded at 3s and 4s. You go to end range and either sustain or oscillate. Okay? There's one more technique to increase flexion, which I'm not sure I have there. Do I have a humeroulnar roll over there? Okay. So I always forget to put that in. So can you turn on your stomach? Okay, so, actually, so essentially what we're doing here, okay, is we're trying to mimic the motion of the ulna. So I'm gonna put my hand as best as I can around the ulna just before it hooks around. And what I'm trying to do is just roll it, okay, so you're coming down and around. You're creating that physiological movement, okay? So if the table weren't in the way, I could get, or so, you can do this with the person prone, you can do this with the person seated or sitting, okay? The other thing I can do, the other thing that I can do is, if I thought that there was some scar tissue here, or the triceps was tight, or there was swelling, I could come right into the fossa over here and do some soft tissue work. Okay? All around, you're trying to get in and work the soft tissue. But for the most part, what I'm gonna do is, and we have my hand under here to elevate her up a little bit. And I can have a foot there to maintain the flexion. And put my web space around the tip of the olecranon and take a hold of it and roll it down and around. And I could be using my foot to create more, my leg to create more flexion. So that's called the olecranon roll. And that will help to increase flexion. Okay? So let's practice those